Shalom. First and foremost, want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. The one is unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to our brothers and audio pushing sword in sincerity and in truth. To the elect, basically. Shalom. Brother Zach from Camp James, Jamaica, Knock.
Brother Yahya.
And just a quick lesson in Primitute, whatever the spirit will, to bring out for the edifying of the elect, and a simple one basically is we in a Babylon, but at times you go out and take a breathe, in scripture you can get it, we say do good unto thyself, right, how is it? Halliwell, now Blue and John Mountain Trail, and even in lockdown right now, in Jamaica we have a curfew. Right now we kind of push back to a 9 p.m. during the week, 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and 2 p.m. to the Sunday, And for the most part, people locked up in home, and we are social creatures, if you will, most I create, right? Social beings, so we're not supposed to basically lock away from everybody to that degree, So at times you recommend brothers just, which is a nature park, It's not like nothing will destroy or anything like that. Scripture says it was no good for you as well. Let's get that real quick. In the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse. Verse 27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. For all things are not profitable for all men, neither had every soul pleasure in everything. So you have to prove yourself. No good for you, no bad for you. Another thing is a scripture about also about just balance. We're supposed to stay in the spirit, but and we push this truth, but you're supposed to have time when you just alright. You take a break. I'm say take a break. Now I mean say that you have highways again. Go up on vacation or 1 month or 2 week vacation, on the island or whatever. Taking a break means for a day. It's go do something where you find so-called pleasure in. Yeah. Because we're still in the flesh.
Relieve your mind, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly what the precept they come can't find.
Good unto yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure.
Unto thyself.
I'm search it.
The precept I want to bring out here.
Sirach there. You find it?
No.
Yeah, 14 and 21, Sirach.
Alright. So
Sorry, 14 and 11.
The Sirach chapter 14, verse 11. It says,
Yes, you can start, let me see. Start of 5.
Yeah. So it says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good?
Yes,
to whom will he be good?
Yes, so that's it, yo. If you're evil to yourself, because again, there's a balance. Just like how we eat to basically, get energy for continue. Right? See, so the mind need personally act. Even saying it's right now with the fresh air and everything, I feel different now when I'm there in a city. Mind start flow, clear up like literally. And the funny thing up on the roof last night, I say, yo, no, my mind is clouded right now, I can clearly say it. Right, feel a bit more relief. Because the different here we are breathing, remember if now, and basically say I used to live on a place close to up here, and then when you look down in the city, it's like a cloud cover it.
Toxic.
The toxin here. So it's just say he that is evil to himself. You always basically destroy yourself and punish yourself. You mortify the members of the flesh, but yet there's a balance. You know, you can't just constantly admit to yourself or destroy yourself.
Can.
You know, so if you're evil to yourself or destroy yourself, we are the good too.
Just like how them have a saying here in Jamaica, say, yo, you are what you eat. The amount of food, the particular type of food where you eat, it actually show out in your body. You understand? If you're in a particular environment for too long, it basically show out in your features and your characteristics, man. Just like how when man go war, because him there in a particular environment, his sense is heightened. He basically in a fight and flight mode consistently. You see? So when you're always in a particular state, you basically bring your spirit down more and more, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find certain places where basically alleviate your mind, alleviate the stresses off of your mind, yo. You see? Just like how you have food to basically detox the body, you have environments in which you can go to basically detox the mind. You see? That's why them always say, yo, you're supposed to have a social media detox. You see? Have a digital detox. You see me? Go out and basically find somewhere nice, cool, refreshing. You see me? You have a thing where them say, yo, where it's a particular study. You understand? I'm sorry, I never actually basically take out that study there and put it up. Them say, yo, the amount of oxygen the body get, then it actually basically develop your mental processes. Then when you're down in the city and because of congestion and all of that, you start to breathe shallow. You see me? You start to breathe at a particular level where your brain, your entire body now get as much oxygen. You now get as much oxygen to supply your body, man. But up here, so now, I tell you, I come up here, I feel refreshed. My mentality feel like it less fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? So you're supposed to do them things unto yourself, man. Basically make the burden of this life a little bit less pressuring. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it continues and say, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he do it good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. The envious man had a wicked eye, he turned away his face and despised men. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked.
As you discussed earlier, you know, a lot of people believe say, yo, it's all about just getting the Benjamin, you know, money.
The money.
Chasing money, but
dead left it, bitch.
Yeah, dead left it, you see me?
You see me?
Because we in this field, yo, yeah, you know, we have to work for the most part, we try, you know, but we're not an investment here, so for the most part. I'm saying we're not an investment means we're not investing in this society. Because yeah, we're doing one and do investment and whatever, you know, but my mind supposed to set and live in this place. You know, it's true to the captive exile, hasten that he may be loosed, that his birth should not feel in the pit. You know, and dying in the pit, this is the pit, yo, the system. You know, so the chance you get yo for like take a breather, you know, and take a fresh breath, it's good. You know why? Because you refresh your mind. Because in like I can't, because I'm telling you what here. So what reason I forgot. You know, I feel like basically work from home thing now. See that your yard, your prison become your yard now.
Exactly.
You know, so now you know go to prison later and come back home, you know, for rest. You know, your prison your yard now. You know. So I feel like yo no, me can't understand my routine, one set routine. No, never change it. You find yourself as you maybe wake up on your day off and I go work. You know, because you bend your mind on one same thing, so you need to get a break. You know, and say, alright, you see me? Right? I think there's a study where say men are people who work one year without taking like a week off, and them have a higher probability of suffering from heart failure, heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
You need the scripture even give a Sabbath. Why do you think you give a Sabbath?
Rest, man.
You know?
See, that's why if there's a land Sabbath.
Like,
you understand?
everything of a Sabbath.
Everything of a Sabbath. You need rest. You need basically the situation where I explained sounds like the allegory of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
You see me, some man that stand up and look on one wall. You see me, we in our house, we look on 4 fucking walls every fucking day. We can't get no mental alleviation, man. You understand? So that's why you need to take yourself out of that position. You understand? So it says, a covetous man's eyes is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked dried up his soul. You see, just like the precept in the book of Luke chapter 12, with the man who basically he build up great barns, acquire many riches. You see me? And him go back to build more. You see, and him now consider that his life will be required of him this day. You see me? So we in this world, we're supposed to actually say, yo, we have to do things to basically alleviate the pressures. You understand? And basically focus on the kingdom which is to come, because this is not it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there, so we have a beautiful view, but this is not it. You see me? We are seeing something far better that which
Hey,
is to
but
come.
come here, so come think about the kingdom.
Exactly. We are looking on what we are looking on right now. We are saying, yo, the kingdom are gonna be far better than this, man.
This could
You
serve as a
understand?
camera just levitate son as a fly by all I'm mountain them. Kingdom settings that and it actually give you more inspiration when you see the earth actually and you see the creation of the Most High. It give you more earnest. Well, I can't talk for myself. It give you more earnest expectation for the kingdom. You know, because yeah, we go through the struggles too. But there's two ways can make you really want left somewhere. So you get pressured, you know, for one specific situation, or you actually see better. Because when scripture say about Yahweh shall the author and finisher of faith, you know, for the glory him see before, and him endure the cross. So sometimes you have to look on it and say, yo, you know, say, yeah, man. You see, can you imagine the kingdom are better than this?
Well better than this, man.
You see, you can't wait.
Hey, I always hear the brother Yasha Wamba and the other brother Spirit Wind Judah. You see me, I know him name. Zahab. I always hear them say, yo, you're supposed to open up yourself to certain virtuous experience. You understand? What you think Solomon got his wisdom? You see me?
Try out everything.
Him try out everything, man.
Experience it.
You see me? Same experience it. So likewise us, we're supposed to open up ourselves to certain experiences, man. You see me? Broad our mental horizon. You see me? We are come up one trail right now and we are look on certain things and we saw a tree. But them say, yo, if you rub the leaf together, it creates sun. You see, like soap. You understand? Without them experience, you wouldn't learn that.
Yeah, quote back on me with scripture about Aesop.
Yes.
You know? And so even because we read the scriptures, you know. But for the most part, the majority of those things are in the Middle East section of the earth. We're stuck over here in the West. You know, but the scripture even say, he that traveleth much, get a lot of experience. You know, and the scripture say, be not ignorant in any small matter. Right? So you're supposed to have a bit of wisdom in everything and you get the experience. And saying you're going to push out a way if you actually achieve these things. You know, but sometimes you go out and you're experiencing and you say, oh, is me experiencing everything. And say, oh, yeah, man, God, that's why scripture said that. But if you're stuck in a one situation every single day, one little routine, you know, then you have little to no experience.
You see me? Let me read this. Quick diversion. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 37 verse 20. It said, there is one that showeth wisdom in words and is hated. He shall be destitute of all food. You see me? Say you have someone who them just all talk about things and them don't really know because them never tried it out before. See me, more wise in them words when I speak. You see me, not really know the depths of it. Exactly. You understand?
When the time for basically action now, you know, the man will experience it all. That's just it. That's how we elders, them apostles, them, you know. Them experience it. They've been living it. You know.
That's why the elder apostle Kabarim can talk about experiences in the island. See him know certain sayings of islanders, man. You understand? This is the book of Ecclesiastes 14 and 10 again. A wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table. My son.
Hey, nigger at his table. You know, we basically line by line. We say a wicked man envies his bread. Your bread, the most I give it. We in Jamaica, like for example, remember the big brother Michael from the LA camp. He did a lesson on basically certain things where Jake can do over there in the US. You know, they can wear a pullover or hoodie. You know, when they dip on the road, when police stop you have to put your hand on the dashboard and ask you your license and them thing there. You know, you can't wear do-rag or whatever them call them. But here in Jamaica, I can't tell you straight. I don't experience none of that ras. You see me? The most I give me my portion, you know. This is my bread. This is my. We live in the tropics. We not worry about. See me? You see me? I freeze and no, brother. Look how it. You see me? Tropics, mountain top. You see the most I give you this year for our own benefit. You know, so don't eat what the most I give you. We know we in a Babylon. We know we decide for. We know we have a earnest expectation to leave. You know, but appreciate what the most I give you. You know, because this is the most High's creation. This is the experience what the most I give us to experience, to learn from. So within the moment, learn from every experience.
You see me?
It says, and the next line say what again?
A wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table.
Yeah, nigger at your table, you know. Right, we come two way. A nigger can basically, scripture say, riches is not comely to a nigger. You know, because yeah, even like Esau, no, Esau just word up everything, you know, and not really use it.
Put them in a fucking vault.
In a vault. Brother, if you get something riches, gold and them thing there, make for use. You know? So we get this hurt with upon this earth, yes. You know, we're not Babylon, we're not slavery, but we're still there here in the flesh, yo. You know, we can experience certain things. right?
Scripture even say if riches increase, feel not to distribute, you know, roughly paraphrasing. You understand? Because guess what? Life is is meant to be lived, but this is not really life. That's why we expect something better that is to come. You see me? For here we have no continuing city, but we seek it one to come. We understand say this is a feel, we understand say this is a something, but being God's, so to speak, being of a higher being, you understand, we're supposed to always have that exuberance for want the best. You understand? We can't always put ourselves down. You see me? Yes, we do it with humility at the end of the day. You see me? So this is back in the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 14 and this is 11. My son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself. You see me? Remember the days when we just come in Israel, the man them used to talk about, yo, boy, fuck off with the Esau work. You see me? Me no want, me wait for the kingdom, me wait. You put yourself in a position where basically you suffer. You see me? Unworthily. Unnecessary affliction, brother. You see me? Me even recently I have this batty boy. You see me? I don't remember which camp he was a part of. The brother Ariel did do a video upon him, man. You see me? Basically him come and talk about how Israel tell him to basically start feud with him family. You see him? And disconnect from him family and start a heap of help on himself. You see him, but him quit him job because Israel never tell you that, man. You see me? You're supposed to do good unto yourself according to your ability, man. The best of your ability. We face afflictions in many ways, and when the afflictions we face, we're supposed to face them with a strong mindset. Say, yo, this is necessary for the acceptance. For basically, as scripture say, too much tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom. Yeah. But nevertheless, when we are going to roll over, the scripture said, do all things to thy might. You see, this is a battle we're supposed to always have a fight, man.
Yeah, when you preach, as you start about fight, like for example, boxing. You know, in boxing arena or ring, the fight now go straight. Them have breaks. When you come to the side of the ring, you know, you sit down and you get little water and your coach give you a little more inspiring words and that's it, yo. You go back to the fight again. And that's it in this fight of ours, you know. Right? The scripture said, do good unto thyself. And a part of doing good, you know, we know this flesh. We're there here. So you know what you have to do? You have to make sure see your flesh as and when we speak to the flesh, your body where we live in, and we have to make sure say it as much as possible, strong for endure. You know, for live here with one push your word down. So therefore you have to eat healthy. You know, have to refrain from certain fuck up food, from certain effort people for destroy your spirit. You know, nature, we are part of nature, you see, nature build your mind. You know, and that's you doing good for yourself, so at the end of the day you can do good for the ministry. But if you always have a clustered mind, you know, a frustrated mindset, yo, you're not gonna have time for like can meditate upon the Most High, meditate upon the scriptures, yo, and can even edify brothers, yo.
You see me? You're not gonna have them things, man. So it says, my son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give the Lord his due offering. You see me? Give the Lord his due offering. Do good and give the Lord his due offering. That is the balance, man. You understand? You know, say you have things you need to do according to the truth, do it. You see me? But when you read the scripture is supposed to be a comforter. You understand? And the comforter tell us say yo, certain things you're supposed to do for the comfort of your body and mind. You see me? I not talk about for always in a lull state or always roll over and lie down and want too much comfort. You're supposed to work like how the scripture talk about the ants. You see me? But as the brother mentioned, just like a boxer in a ring, breaks, go. Evil hands, sometimes you see him stand up one place and rest him rest. You see me? Evil hands him rest, man.
Yeah, I can't want to load off on my hilltop here again, brother, I tell you. And as soon as I reach on the top of the hill, I put down that and rest again, brother, because if I continue the whole journey, I'm going to chop down. Maybe I'm going to push through, but you know, it's necessary. You know, need the body, need a rest. You know, you get the break, again, that's why you have a Sabbath.
Right.
You know, everything need rest, you know, nothing make for us push. You know?
Alright, so verse 12, remember that death will not be long in coming, and that the covenant of the grave is not shewed unto thee.
Yeah, so I did left it. You know? Right, say they here for even I think kind of the book of Ecclesiastes, remember. You know, you can just continue Muslim can get it.
Alright then. So it says, defraud, do good unto thy friend before thou die, and according to thine ability stretch out thy hand and give to him. You see me? When you do good unto yourself, you can basically transfer that energy to another person. If you're always in a serious state, you see me, where you always a face affliction, where you think you can bring off on your brothers. You see, you can bring off that energy upon them. You see me, scripture tells you it's better to give than to receive. So now what are you giving? You have to give something worthy. You see, we always say this, when we come around brothers, we're not supposed to have a spirit where we always basically vex up ourselves. We're supposed to have a spirit where we come around, basically it's a spirit of love. I can tell you for myself, every time me there work, and I come off of work, and I see the brothers them, teeth, smile, because me come around an energy which is supposed to be light. You understand? In terms of say, yo, this is a dwelling place of comfort, of rest. Just like how the word is a comforter unto us, the brotherhood supposed to be that section of a comforter unto us as well, man.
They come to de-stress, because scripture said this. Let's get it real quick. Because I start here. You know, Yahweh ever said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. We have a free mind. You know, this Matthew 11 and verse 28. Come unto me, all he that hath labor and are heavily laden, and I'll give you rest. You know, and the rest start here. You know, it start from our mind. You know, we know we're not slavery now, don't get me wrong. You know, but you start get the balance. Now you say, oh, the kingdom of God, you see me? So like for example, people are store up all them wealth for some future event, you know, them we call it retirement fund or whatever. We just live for the day. So for the most part, yo, we enjoy what we have.
Hey, at my work, when them give me a piece of paper to fill up, them say, yo, I have to give a percentage to pension. You see me? So I say, I have to give a percentage to pension. Them say, yes. So we say, what the lowest percentage we can give? They say 5%. I say, alright, take it. Because brother, we don't want to save up nothing for no life in this. I not talk about for be prudent still and have like a little thing save up to the side to keep you if certain little things rainy day. You see me? It's all a balance, it's all about dealing things in wisdom. Man. You see me?
No, let me finish it, yeah.
No, this is not finished. You have more on it?
No man, yeah, this finish it.
Alright. It says, verse 14, defraud not thyself of the good day.
So if you have a good day when you can just maybe you just go to the beach or you know drink some yayan or right or so. You know, not defraud yourself of it, yo. Yeah. You know, if the most I give you a woman, you see me, you can get a little de-stress when you release yo. Not defraud yourself of it. You know? Right? The most I give you know, the most I give you. So just appreciate it.
Don't get it wrong. We have to constantly reiterate. Say, yo, it's not like you're going to entangle yourself every day. Get up and go do them something. It means that once in a while.
That's why I say, a good day.
A good day. Right?
You know, or the good day.
So I have niggas out there lazy, you know. Every day they want to go beach, every day they want to go party. Don't be a nigga, man. Approach things with balance. You see me? So I said, defraud not thyself of the good day, and let not the part of a good desire overpass thee.
That's right. A good desire overpass thee. And then desire for basically for example, let's say where do we go missing money, you see me? That was always a thing. I'm saying, no, so I don't really want to go. You see me, and the most I put now opportunity and that's it. You see me, just go over there and that's it. You know, that I have today, word as hell, you see me? Look on the two wall them, curfew soon forward. You know, so we can just go with so fine. You see me, that's it.
I will come up here. Spirit
here's
come.
a lesson.
Here's a lesson. You see me? It continues and says, shall thou not leave thy travails unto another?
Yeah. I was dead left, brother. You just swear to those. Dead left.
Every day get up and worry about problems. Yo, me used to have a teacher named Kadamari Knife. You see me? That man, you see, once you get the assignment done, even past the due date, you must say, alright, bring it in. You see me? Because the man understands, say, look here, work can't done, work can't stop, man. You understand? I not say him facilitate delinquency, but him understands say a whole heap of things out there for people do. You understand? And when you get the work done, comes so boom, him receive it because him understands say work will always be there. You see me? This life this life are done still. You see me? But in your day to day before the kingdom come, the problem are got dead. You see? So just shape up yourself and get ready for the journey again, man. You see me?
Quick one. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?
Me remember one basically example the elders them a give. But them a say, yo, you have this man him come in with a zeal, come like him want burn down everywhere. You see me? With him zeal every day him get up and go up on the road. The elders them come and say, bro, you can't do that. You can't get up and go up on the road every day. Say I go push the word. Yes, we like the fire, but do things in balance because we're there in a marathon race. You see me? Do things in a balanced approach. You see me? With that man they know him fall out of the truth. You see me? Because in burnout, there exists such a thing known as burning out, man. You understand? You don't want to burn out in the truth. You want to run a steady race. You see me? With energy, potency, but steady nevertheless. You see me? That done? Says, give, thou shalt not leave thy, shalt thou not leave thy travails unto another, and thy labors to be divided by lot? Give and take and sanctify thy soul, for there is no seeking of dainties in the grave. All flesh waxeth old as a garment, for the covenant from the beginning is, thou shalt die the death. As of the green leaves and the thick tree, some fall and some grow, so is the generation of flesh and blood. One cometh to an end, and another is born. You see me? Like the brother Shapar and Kabash do a lesson the other day, say, yo, we're living in a monotonous life. The reason why we're living in a monotonous life where it seems like every day is the same thing, is basically a routine, is because, number one, it is one of the ways how we was trained up from we younger. You understand? The system set up where we're always in the same routine. We get up, we go work, we eat breakfast, basically go out and one little place on the weekends, and that's it. You see me? But the kingdom is going to be so much more. You see me? So in this monotonous life, we supposed to have the spirit for no say, yo, we can break out of the frame of mind, and we will always do consistently, man. You see me? Give yourself new experiences, man. You see me? Try out new things. You see me? So that we can build up with mentality, man, and build up with state of mind. You understand?
Yeah, one. This is Ecclesiastes 11 and verse start at 9. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things Yahweh will bring thee into judgment. Therefore remove sorrow from thy heart, and put away evil from thy flesh, for childhood and youth are vanity.
Exactly.
So you move away sorrow from your heart, but therefore, basically give over to wickedness. You find the balance. As Scripture says, just
just balance and a just weight. You think that in a Proverbs?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's read this quick. Say, every work rotted. Sorry, verse 18. As of the green leaves and a thick tree, some fall and some grow. So is the generation of flesh and blood. One cometh to an end, and another is born.
That's it.
Have it?
Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
Exactly.
Proverbs 16 and 11. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work.
You understand? You have this thing with them called the Pareto's rule. It's like basically you invest 80% of your time into something where you really need, and 20% into something where you don't really need. So you can apply that to truth. 80% of your time into the truth and into developing yourself and maintaining yourself in life. In 20% you relax.
Yeah, you can't read every single day. Your scripture in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. So not much study is a rareness of the mind, You can't always study. You can't always read the Bible. You can't always watch videos. Sometimes if you watch a movie, you can't sit down. Why? You can't watch a movie, Watch a video. No, you're mad.
Good work,
You see me? Just like if you go to school, you can't always study. It's all work and no play make you like the boy.
Yeah.
You have to go at times,
Just take it easy.
Take it easy for yourself,
Right. Even. So it says, let me see, verse 19. Every work rot it and consume it away, and the worker thereof shall go with all. You see me? So everything we see right now, it's all consumed. The scripture said the fashion of this world passed away. Understand? So we know the fashion of this world is coming to an end. Nevertheless, we're supposed to always have the mindset for basically approach the day with a firm mindset, but nevertheless, as we say, marathon, steady in your pace. You see me? Nobody get to overroll,
About 4 years ago, come up here already, And I say, Since near, yo. We done thought 4 years later.
We there see
Still there in
him.
Babylon.
We there see him here, man.
In the truth,
You
yo,
see me?
come in the truth, think that tomorrow I'm going to the kingdom. You see me? 6, 7, 8 years later, still there.
Still
Not
there.
saying we give up hope, you know, or we're going to invest in this place now. Just saying, of a firm pace. It's like a marathon. You know, it's
God.
to say, eat it endurance until the end will be saved.
Exactly.
You know, but if you run out straight, just a sprint you in a marathon with no fun, earth to heaven, see how
Done,
down the
mash
road.
up.
That bound for
Stretch
lose.
out that ground.
You see me? But
Bound
you,
for
you,
lose.
you keep a pace, yo. And when you hear the last bell now, then time they know, you know,
Yes.
you start kick up speed.
Start kick up speed, man.
Yeah, but if you do that before you go, like even watch when I first Furious them, when I youth they are racing that the car, you know, and it's like impressed the night show, too early. You know,
And lose the race.
And you lose the race, yo.
Fun.
And the same thing they say, too quick. You have to know your pace, yo. Know yourself, know your spirit,
Fun.
right? And find the balance, yo. Find your balance, because everybody balance different.
Fun. See me? Let me just quickly read this. This is Ecclesiastes 37 and 27. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it.
Yeah, so you test out things, so you prove yourself, you try it out. I wonder how much of this me can take. And then you look and you put it to the test and say you're going to try how much rum you can take until you drunk. No. It's a balance. You drink one, you drink maybe take a shot or whatever. You say, you know, fuck rum.
Hey.
You see me? Or you basically say, alright, I'm not a drinker. You know, maybe me just need to like, well, yeah, some brothers they indulge in some other things. Some man want movie man. You know, some man just likes sit down and watch nature. Some man want family man. You know, him find pleasure in there on him family a certain degree, yo. Whatever. You know, for you now go off and you're not going to destroy you, then by all means.
By all means, yo. I know for myself personally, in time I study, I'm reach a certain state of mental fatigue if I not sleep. Nothing else now reach a brain, I can't
Waste
remember.
of time.
A waste of time, so I have to go sleep, man. You see me? So I know myself as well, so yo, if I always not consistent state of studying, I'm gonna take one moment, I burn out, I go reach a state where I just lick a wall. I'm not gonna basically go back in my routine for a good while, man. So sometimes I have to take that little break there and say, alright then, get a one day, relax. Don't do nothing too serious on the brain, and just the next day now, hit it again, full 100. You understand?
That's why I don't go out on the highways every single day.
Can.
You know,
See me?
some brothers go 3 days, some go 2, some go 1. You know, we do exaltation almost every day. They want to get it done every single second. No, that's impossible, yo.
Can. This is verse 20. Blessed is the man that doeth meditate good things in wisdom, and that reasoneth of all the things by his understanding.
By his understanding, because the scripture says get wisdom, you know, and now we don't like get understanding. So when you get the wisdom, you have to get the application now. Now, all me basically bring for myself. Right? Am I gonna always indulge in you know, always, because we always have a spiritual mind. You know, but is it that you can always laboring in doing videos, linking up with brothers? No, you're not always do that. And sometimes you just need to do it by yourself.
Can. Does it make necessary? He that considered her ways in his heart shall also have understanding of her secrets. Go after her as one that traceth and lie in wait in her ways. See me? So wisdom teach you how to basically balance yourself in life. As we mentioned, as we have Sabbath days, see me, you have days of rest, you have days of basically alleviating yourself from the pressures of this world, man. Constantly having your mind of your work, for basically work out something and make things go a particular way. See me, you're supposed to always just relax. Sometimes
Tomorrow I cut cane again.
Tomorrow this evening when I go home, I know I have cane for cut.
So, what do you brother me can tell say I go Portland one night sit down and shit and drink wine with that brother until late.
Yeah.
The next time I up on a mountain so he say me come back now. And like, I feel like I can go back to work now.
Exactly.
You see me? Mind clear, you know, and then 2 days again. You see me?
Right, no
Just
more
don't
get
push
my
yourself to
vacation
that
days.
limit, because you'll get fucked.
Believe it, man. You see me? You have anything else?
No, that was it.
Can I wrap up, man? Alright then. So with that, one say Kalalal,
Yeah,
Yahawa,
Barashem,
Barashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai, Barashem,
Barashem,
Makakodash. Double hands to the apostles of Great Stone, and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in our sincerity and in truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Amen.